Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to Tuesday Cubes Day, where I sit and play at least one Vintage Cube League while it is live on Magic Online. So let's go ahead and get right into it and join the Draft Cube. Now, this is Vintage Cube, so there is power, and let's see what Pack 1 brings us. No power. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Um, so here we can kind of determine where we would like to be. We can take Recurring Nightmare and do that good, fun, happiness. We can take Mishra's Workshop, end up in the Artifact deck. Or we can take Kiki Jiki, and I love me some Kiki Jiki. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can do the twin thing. Pack 2 here leaves us with not a whole lot of super powerful things. I'm going to take this Wooded Foothills, I think. The blue-red Kiki deck. Fetch lands are going to be very important. Maybe we wheel this Fairy Mastermind. Maybe Magda, but we want to try and get our lands underneath us. Like this Cascade Bluffs is going to be real good, or Gut. Gut is super, super powerful. I'm going to go ahead and take Gut. And probably the Cascade Bluffs wheels. There was also a Stern Scolding in there. I wouldn't mind. The Ethereal Forager is kind of whatever. Here, this Brazen Borrower seems reasonable, I think. Go ahead and snap that right up. Now we're looking for Deceiver Exarch, Pestermite, Restoration Angel, Zealous Conscripts, some 2-mana counter spells, early removal. Let's see here. The Steam Vents, however, we're going to snap that right off. That is absolutely perfect for this deck. The twin decks tend to be base blue red. There's what, 10 cards in here. We're going to get 2 cards back. We do want this Zealous Conscripts, but this Cryptic Coat, I think, is a little bit more powerful. No, I'm going to take the Zealous Conscripts. No, let's take the Cryptic Coat and maybe the Zealous Conscripts wheels. Here, let's take this Pentad Prism. It'll make casting Kiki Jiki a little bit easier. Let's see. Prankster is instant sorcery or fairy. No. Let's we could take Mishra's Bauble. Not a terrible decision. Actually, I'm gonna take yeah, let's take this Avacyn's Judgment. The first removal spell's gonna be real good. I can take this Murktide Regent because this seems to be mostly a spells deck, but I'm gonna snap this Reprieve. because again, Restoration Angel is a card we're looking at. I'm going to take this Fairy Mastermind and this Cascade Bluffs Wheel. That's perfect. Uh, Spell Spear, I think. Reckless Charge, we're probably not going to play it. And yeah, Zealous Conscripts didn't wheel. Let's put that in the board. All right. Last pick, Porcelain Legionnaire. So it looks like Mono White's super wide open, but I don't think right now is the time to pivot. All right. Well, we opened a Soul Ring. So we're going to snap that off. Unfortunately, passing this Dak Faden, Flooded Strand, and Gaia's Cradle. Maybe we get Goldspan back. Coalition Relic, maybe, but snapping off the Soul Ring. It's real good with our 3-drops. It's good at casting Kiki. Here, we do have Inferno Titan. Venser is pretty good with Soul Ring. Let's take the Sacred Foundry. It makes this Wooded Foothills into a tri-land and casts Reprieve. So again, we're looking for cheap removal spells. We're looking for 2-mana counter spells, Pestermite. There's a Basalt Monolith to go with the Gadgeteer. But I don't want to see if that wheels. We can take Big to Fairy and maybe be like a control-ish deck. We could take Balance. I'm going to take Balance, I think. As kind of like a Wrath. And it's good with the flash threats. It's good with there's Splinter Twin. I'm going to take Recruiter of the Guard here, though. Maybe Twin Wheels. Because Recruiter gets everything we have currently. And if we're looking to be like Jeskai, it's going to be really good. There's Winds of Abandon, No More Lies, which is a really good payoff to being blue-white. So I'm okay with that. There's a Timeless Dragon, which I wouldn't hate. There's a Thalia. I think I'm going to take this Polluted Delta. It gets this Steam Vents. It doesn't get Sacred Foundry, but maybe we pick up Hollowed Fountain, or maybe the Jeskai Triome comes back. I can take this Ephemerate, which is good with Recruiter, Kiki Jiki, Thraben Inspector. Nah. I can take this Fractured Identity, which I don't hate. It's a very powerful card. Expressive Iteration, I don't have a whole lot of like 1s or 0s, so I'm going to take this Fractured Identity, I think. Perfect. There's a Burst Lightning. That's a card. All right. Let's get you over here. So I can take this Skyclave, but the double white's a little difficult. I'm going to take Goldspan as kind of like another top end. And I think that's going to be it for top end stuff for us. I could take this Rafine's Tower and turn this Polluted Delta into a white source. But I think I'm going to take this Venser. I think that's a card we're going to want more. into Soul Guide Lantern for the board, into not going to play any of these cards, maybe Usher if we want to go a little smaller. No, I think we want this Pentad Prism. Bodyguard, I guess, in the blue-white flash deck. That's what it's there for. Thalia will be good against like other creature decks. All right, pack 3. We're still looking for. All right, the Ephemerate came back. It's better now. I have Venser and Recruiter. All right, pack 3. Still no power. There is a Strip Mine. There's a Bone Crusher Giant. There's a Wandering Emperor. I think we want to take the Wandering Emperor. Yeah. Yeah, it's good with balance. It's good to cast off Soul Ring. The double white is a little sketchy, but let's see if we can find a Hollowed Fountain. Well, there's the Restoration Angel. I'm gonna snap that up. That is absolutely a card we want. Good with Kiki Jiki, obviously. Well, there's a Volk. There's a Lorien Revealed. There's Parallax Wave. There's Spar's Headquarters. I'm going to take the Volk. It makes my... there is Tinker, but this late, there's not too many big artifacts left. I'm going to take this Volcanic Island. And then there's the Tundra we were looking for. I'm absolutely going to snap that off. It makes this Polluted Delta into a Tri-Land. And no, we want the Tundra, not the Oliphant. The Oliphant is also a Tri-Land. And it's pretty good with Kiki Jiki, but we already have 3 5-drops. I don't want a 6-drop in here quite at the moment. All right, now we're looking for cheap cards. There's Jitte. Don't really have a whole lot of creatures for Jitte. There's Malcolm. Rabble Master, however. I will take the Rabble Master. It's good with Gut. It's good with Soul Ring. Super sweet. Here's an Abrade. We already have a 2-mana removal spell. There is an Urza. Urza is a very powerful magic card. It's good with Restoration Angel, Cryptic Coat, Soul Ring, Pentad Prism. Alright, let's take that. Let's move this Venser to the board. Well, there's a Remand. There's also a Meticulous Archive. 21 playables right now. Yeah, let's take the Remand. And then Man Tithe. That's one of my favorite cards. I'm gonna snap this Deceiver Exarch, however. All right, so I think all of that is pretty good. Let's take Restoration of a Ganjo. Pretty good card there. Fiery Islet seems pretty good. We can put, I can put this Ephemerate in. We can take this out. Parallax Wave came back. Karn's pretty good. Um, you know, I actually think I'm going to take the Karn, and I think we're going to have some decisions to make in deck building. There is the Blightsteel, but I passed the Tinker twice, so let's take this Elspeth, and we'll have like a backup blue-white deck, I guess. All right, so we could have used a little bit more removal, but I think the Goldspan can go on the board. Take Caldra. That's fine. Not going to play. Last pick, Ophiomancer. Sad times. All right. So I think our band is pretty good, actually. Let's go ahead and sort by color and see if we ended up a little bit heavier on white. All right, I think, well, Ephemerate's pretty good with Restoration if we need it. I could play this Venser instead of... it doesn't really work with Kiki, but it is tutorable with Recruiter, and I think it's better than Fairy Mastermind. Yeah, alright. I don't think we want this Wandering Emperor, though. This Goldspan Dragon. Sort by mana value. That's a lot of 4 and 5 drops. So maybe we don't play the Goldspan and we play we do play the Wandering Emperor, I think. Or do we want 17 lands? Yeah. All right. 17 lands seems reasonable. All right, go back to sort by color. We can move those. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources already. That's pretty good, actually. What does Moto say we would like? 3, 3, and 3? I mean, I don't hate it. I think I want 4 and 2 here, though. So what does that do? Sort by color. All right, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. I mean, that's probably okay. We are heavier blue than anything. Maybe we want to cut, but all of our white cards are single white. See, this is why I cut the Wandering Emperor. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's run it like that and see what we got going on. Let's jump in the queue here and let's get it going. Let's double check, make sure that's what we're actually doing. Yep. All right, cool. We didn't miss. All right, and we do have like a red white mid range deck floating around that we could build if we run into like a heavy creature base matchup. And we can like splash the fractured identity and maybe what happened? Oh, all right. So we found a victim in round 1. Love it. This hand is decidedly medium. It has a turn 2 Pentad Prism and a balance, but nothing really else. This hand is actually pretty good. 1, 2. All right. So what? I'm gonna keep this hand. What do I put back? Do I put back the Ephemerate? Right. Make sure we have 4 lands for Venser. Or do I put back one of the lands? If I would put back a land, it'd be a basic mountain. Yeah, let's put back the land and like grace. Let's grace the top of make the deck draw better. No, I'm gonna play Steam Vents on 1 and pass. If we get wastelanded, we get wastelanded. But then we can hold up No More Lies, and that should bridge the gap into Venser. Sorry, I'm still recovering from the cold from last week. Opponent fetched into a Jetmir's Garden, Lotus Petal, blue mana, into a Talisman. So turning this Lotus Petal into a Talisman, I guess. All right, let's play this Plains. Pass the turn. We're gonna counter any spell they play, and then slam a Rabble Master. Yep, that's a combo card. So get countered, and it gets exiled, which is super sweet. Rabble, 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 rabble. Yeah, Rabble Master into Venser, into Karn, hold up Ephemerate. Seems real good. We really do need to draw land, or we kind of need to draw land, I guess. But Karn should find us a land. Black Lotus. Uh-oh. That's no bueno. This looks a generous end. Okay. That's fine. Well, we drew the land. Um, I'm going to go ahead and bounce the Generous End. That seems plenty reasonable. Rabble Master makes a token. We get in there for 6. They can go to 21, then go to 15 if they would like. But they can't currently cast the Generous Scent. They need to draw a land. So they go to 15. Crucible of Worlds. All right. So I believe our opponent is dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they're at 6. Do they have a 3-drop? Always yield to Rabble triggers. Attack with all the things. 5, 8, 10. Yep, sure. Opponent's dead on board. We have... I'm not going to show them the Karn. Drawing the Brazen Borrower is really sweet. If they go to hard cast the Ent, which it seems like they're gonna ephemerate Venser, put the Generous Ent back in their hand, and win the game. Love it. Love it. All right, so against what looks like mono green stuff, mono green creatures, I think we're pretty okay. We have a couple of removal spells. I don't think we want to board in anything quite yet. They didn't really show us a whole lot. Rabble Master just kind of took over the game. I could bring in the Soul Guide Lantern for Crucible, but I don't know if we need that quite yet. But we should be expecting Llanowar Elves, Birds, Mana Dorks. This hand is fine. It's a turn 1 Soul Ring into a Fractured Identity holding up Remand, I suppose. Yeah, well, there's a Caracas, makes this Kiki Jiki so much worse. And we didn't get the Splinter Twin. All right, let's play Mountain and Soul Ring. Because we're still looking at 3 turns before we can fracture. Blue-white. That is not what I expected, sir. Well, Cascade Bluffs was a phenomenal draw. So are they... All right, there's the green. Mana Crypt is fine. We can remand whatever they play off of Mana Crypt. The One Ring. I kind of want the One Ring myself. I'll let that resolve. That's fine. because I'm gonna fracture that on my turn. It's tap. If I get mana tithe, I'm going to be very upset. No. All right. Let's draw a card. Perfect. All right. So next turn we can cast Urza, hold up Remand, and Burst Lightning. It's always yield to the Mana Crypt. And they won the flip. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, and we're just looking to bury them in cards. Walking Ballista. Well, that's rude. All right. So yield to the One Ring. Basic Island is perfect because it lets me do this. Oh, cast Urza. Smart Magic players are smart. Unfortunately, I had to put shields down on Burst Lightning, but that's okay. And then if they want to grow the Walking Ballista to take care, they won 2 flips in a row. That's statistically unlikely. Stop it. We have Remand for any big play they want to play. We'll draw 2 cards on their end step, or if they try to remove the One Ring. If they want to bounce Urza, they can. If they want to just grow the Walking Ballista, that's fine. Lotus Petal. Okay. Are you going to crack the Lotus Petal so you don't have to use Caracas? Yep, seems reasonable. Let's remand that. Drawing a Tundra is okay. Yep, bouncing Urza, that is perfectly fine and reasonable. I'm going to cast it again because let's draw a couple cards here. I'm going to cast it again because making constructs is fantastic. All right. And Restoration Angel is even better. All right. Double blue. Tap an island. Tap Soul Ring. Urza. This makes another big dumb creature. We're going to go ahead and bash in because it's bigger than the Walking Ballista. We can cast a bunch of everything if we would like. I have 7 cards in hand, so I'm not going to draw off the One Ring. Coveted Jewel. I think that's fine. Because I have more creatures than they do, and I can resto this Urza. Which I think is going to be the plan, is Restoration Angel the Urza and make 3 5/5s. That's if they go to Caracas it. My opponent is just all the sequencing nightmares. Surveilling. Put Soul Cauldron in the yard. Yep. Kind of assumed. Casting Life from the Loam. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think it's going to matter. Restoration Angel. Blink the Urza. Fizzle the Caracas. Yes. Make a 5/5 for a Cycle Degenerate, and I think we have this game pretty locked up. I'll take 2 here. Play my land. Move to combat. Turn all the dorks sideways. I block one of the 5/5s. They take 1,000,000 damage. We draw 3 cards. 6, 12, 15 exactly. Yep. Yep. All right. So that's an easy win. Love it, love it. Let's go ahead and fire up round 2. We'll see what we can go here. That's the power of Restoration Angel. It's also the power of Urza. Like, Urza won that game all by itself. All right. In for round 2. On the draw again. Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. Looking to draw a Soul Ring. Or another land, really. We have Pentad Prism for white mana if we need it. Oh, my opponent's got power. That's unfortunate. Well, there's a Cryptic Cloak. Coat. That one. More 3-drops. Drawing a Soul Ring would also still very, very okay with drawing a Soul Ring. All right, so they're red-white aggro. So this balance is going to be fire. Yeah, they go get Mom. All right, let's play this Pentad Prism for 2 mana. And we're going to let my opponent just kind of go wide a little bit. We might play a Recruiter of the Guard. Next turn, maybe. And then block. 4th Aer Lingus. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, so I lied. I think the plan is playing Goblin Rabblemaster to fight over the Monarch. Because we still have 1,000,000 cards in my hand. And if they want to trade Mom, we'll trade Mom. But the Goblin token, Rabblemaster fights over the Monarch very, very well. And I know that this puts me in a really awkward spot with balance, but I think we'll be okay. Elite Spellbinder. Okay. So they'll probably take balance, maybe. I mean, we have enough mana to cast whatever we want. Yeah, they took balance. That's fine. Chain Lightning the Rabblemaster. Okay. I could have ephemerated it. That's fine. I'm not super worried about it. No. All right. So the plan, because they have 0 cards in hand, they're going to retake the Monarch. The plan, I think, is to Recruiter of the Guard. We take 5. I don't have to attack with this Goblin token anymore, which is fine. All right, so the plan is to combo them out. This is the plan. Because we can recruit for... They have 1 card in hand. All right. Let's cast Recruiter of the Guard. I'm going to go get Kiki Jiki. Oh, we don't get Deceiver Exarch or Restoration Angel. Okay. That changes things. I'm still going to get Kiki. But now we have to draw. I'm not going to attack with the Goblin token. Because this is going to... the Goblin token is going to chump the Ranger. All right, they're drawing a card off Sunbay Canyon. That's fine. All right, so let's do that. Do that. Right? Right. No. Take 5, go to 5, balance. Yeah. Yeah, no. All right. So we'll go to 6. Let's ephemerate the Recruiter. Yes. Get Thraben Inspector. Okay. All right, end step. They draw a card. So the plan for this turn, they have 4 lands, we have 4 lands, is to do I want ha 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 ha. Yeah, yeah. Let's ephemerate the recruiter. I'm gonna go get Brazen Borrower. All right, I'm gonna play a mountain. We're going to all right, so I have to cast balance here. That is absolutely necessary. And I get to keep 3 cards in hand, which is going to be Kiki Jiki, Thraben Inspector, no more lies. No, Brazen Borrower. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have to sacrifice a land. I'm going to sacrifice an island. That's fine. Upkeep. Let's put an upkeep stop so we can brazen borrow whatever they keep. Choose, 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 choose. Done. Keep. Keep. And no, I think it has to be no more lies because I have to draw a red source to Kiki Jiki. All right, so they keep the Elite Spellbinder, which is fine. If they bolt me in the end step, we're going to be very sad. Upkeep. Actually, no. No. Because this way, Giver Runes is fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go to 3. I mean, we're dead to bolt, really. But I can't have Palo sticking around for the moment. Petty theft. Because this will give me 2 turns, or well, a turn and a half. All right, drawing Tundra is pretty good there. Because it allows me to cast Brazen Borrower and hold up No More Lies, which is fine. And I'm going to No More Lies Paolo when it comes down and force them to tap out. Oh no, that was a mistake. Oh, that was such a terrible mistake. That's going to cost me the game. Tap your basic lands, people. Tap your basic lands. Oh, they didn't pay for Spellbinder. Oh, they have Robber of the Rich? Okay, that's fine. Yep. Swords, perfect. Absolutely perfect. I mean, it's not great. I think we might lose this game. I think we lose this game. But, and it's also because I made a terrible mistake. Um, yeah, no, we're dead. We can't remove. Yeah, all right. Slops. Slops. Though I don't think that mistake cost me the game. I think I made a couple of other mistakes. So this is a matchup that I was talking about with needing the okay sort by mana value. Karn can go. Urza can go. Venser can go. Brazen Borrower can go. Cryptic Coat can go. All right, so we're at 42. Got to cut 2 cards. I think Fractured Identity can go, and Pentad Prism. Okay, cool. We can cut all the basic islands because we are just a blue splash now, and then put in 3 basic planes. Get out of here. And yeah, I think we'll run it like that. We dropped the curve a little bit. We're on the play. This hand is not good. Mulligan. This hand is fine. I'm going to keep it. Let's bottom this Kiki Jiki. We don't need that right now. Let's play this Wooded Foothills. It's going to go ahead and get Steam Vents. And if our opponent leads on Mom, we're going to be very, very sad. They didn't lead on Strip Miner Wasteland, which is great. We're going to go get a tapped Steam Vents. Play a Sacred Foundry untapped. Pass with Reprieve and Remand up. Hope to draw land. Nope. Drawing a double white card. Love it. Land. No. Well, that's unfortunate. All right. So we'll probably Reprieve again next turn. Hopefully draw land. Looking to draw land. No. Again. All right, we drew a land. That's important. Novice Inspector is fine. I'm going to go ahead and play Restoration of Aganjo just to keep our lands flowing. And then for part 2 or chapter 2, it's CMC 2 or less. We're going to shunt in Thalia, I think. I mean, that's fine. They're probably going to take the bodyguard. I'm okay with this. Because the bodyguard's the only thing that really affects this board. No, taking recruiter. All right. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. All right. So do I want to I'm going to discard Relic Order, I think. Yeah, let's discard Relic Order. Let's bring it back. Eat this clue token. Yes. Play a land. And then play a Rabble Master. Because if they want to trade Paolo for the Goblin token, I'm super okay with this. And then we can hold up Reprieve on a removal spell because we've seen they have Swords to Plowshares. No, sir. Now we can have 6. If we draw a land, we can play Recruiter, which I'm okay with that. Restoration flips next turn, which is great. Yes, we have to start sending in Goblin tokens. They have Luris. That's not good. That's really bad, in fact. Okay. So, plan. We're gonna Werefox this Luris, right? Yes. Ephemerate the Relic Order. That's functionally irrelevant. No. Because the Relic Order is not going to attack. We did draw land, which is great. Because it allows me to do this. Bodyguard the Luris. cast Thalia. And since I've used a lot of my cheap spells, always yield. Attack with the squad. Always yield. F6. All right, so now the race is on, and we're winning the race currently. They have more cards in hand than we do, which is fine. If we draw balance, it will be sweet. Otherwise, we're just going to keep turning things sideways. 4 mana. What's 4 mana? Intrepid Adversary, pumped once. Okay, that's fine. It does make these goblin tokens very, very sketchy. All right, Recruiter of the Guard. Blue, other. Ha. Ha. Yes. I think we want Gut. It's gonna make, how big are you? 3-4. So this trades with either of these. This will trade with the Novice Inspector. Thalia just gets eaten. Bodyguard just gets eaten. All right. So, plans. Yeah, make a goblin that has to attack. Rar rar. I think we attack with this because I'm slamming Gut next turn, and Gut should take over the game because they go block, block, gain 1. I make a spirit token. I want to start turning these goblins into 4/1s. And I have a first strike blocker for this. Oh, they're trading. Oh, opponent. So they're left with a Novice Inspector. I'm okay with this. This makes everything so much better. They have to find a removal spell for the Bodyguard. If they do cast Fourth Air Lingus, Palace Jailer. Okay. I mean, I don't. It means they get Luris back. Yeah. Yeah. But Gut's going to take over the game. All right. So. Huh. All right. I think Deceiver can come out, and Mastermind can come in on the draw. I like that. I like that. All right. So, game 3 for. Oof. All right. So this is a turn 1 Porcelain Legionnaire into hope we draw any other land. Any other land. Because any other land gets us to any of our other spells. All right, I'll keep it. It's a little sketchy. We have like 2 draws. Never didn't have it. Plains, Soul Ring, Porcelain Legionnaire into turn 2 Recruiter of the Guard. And if we draw a red source, it's Rabble Master into Kiki Jiki. Rude. No. No. Sure. You have a selfless spirit. All right. Another white source gets us double spell next turn. A red source gets us double spell next turn. Okay, that's not it. So, Recruiter of the Guard. Into Relic Order? No. No. Relic Order's not going to do much. Thought.